Hello everybody, myself Dr. Shukpar Bisurapur, Associate Professor, Department of Teaching Education and Deputy Registrar Evaluation, Karnataka State Akkamadi Women's University, Vijaypura. Today we shall discuss about multisensory teaching. Multisensory teaching is simultaneously visual, that is what we see, auditory, what we hear, kinesthetic, that is tactile, what we feel, sometimes referred to as VAKT, that is visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and all these together called as VAKT, that is tactile, VAKT. What is taught? Phonology and phonological awareness, sound symbol association, syllable instruction, morphology, syntax, and semantics. Phonology or phonological awareness. Phonology is the study of sounds and how they work within their environment. A phoneme is the smallest unit of sound in a given language that can be recognized as being distinct from other sounds. Phonological awareness is the understanding of the internal linguistic structure of words. Phonemic awareness is the ability to segment words into their component sounds. Sound symbol association. The first point, knowledge of the various sounds in the English language and their correspondence to the letters and combinations of letters which represent those sounds. Next point, must be taught and mastered in two directions, that's visual to auditory and auditory to visual. Next point, students must master blending of sounds and letters into words and segmenting of whole words into the individual sounds. Syllable instruction. A syllable is a unit of oral or written language with one vowel sound. Instruction must include the 6 basic syllable types in the English language, that is closed, vowel consonant, that is E, open, consonant, lay, or controlled, diphthong. Syllable division rules must be directly taught in relation to word structure. Morphology, the study of how morphemes are combined from words for words. Must include study of base words, roots, prefixes and suffixes. Syntax, the principles that dictate the sequence and function of words in a sentence in order to convey meaning. Includes grammar, sentence variation, and the mechanics of language. Semantics, the aspect of language concerned with meaning. Curriculum must include, from the beginning, instruction in the comprehension of written language. Principles of instruction, how is it taught? Simultaneous, multisensory, semantic and cumulative, direct instruction, diagnostic teaching, synthetic and analytic instruction. Simultaneous and multisensory. Teaching is done using all learning pathways in the brain simultaneously in order to enhance memory and learning. Systematic and cumulative. Multisensory language instruction requires that the organization of material follows the logical order of the language. Sequence must begin with easiest and most basic elements and progress methodically to more difficult material. Each step must be based on those already learned. Concepts taught must be systematically reviewed to strengthen memory. Direct instruction. Inferential learning of any concept cannot be taken for granted. Multisensory language instruction requires direct teaching of all concepts with continuous student-teacher interaction. Diagnostic teaching. Teacher must be adept at prescriptive or individual teaching. Teaching plan is based on careful and continuous assessment of the individual's needs. Content presented must be mastered to the degree of automaticity. Synthetic and analytic instruction. Multisensory structured language programs include both synthetic and analytic instruction. Synthetic instruction presents the parts of the language and then teaches how the parts work together. Analytic instruction presents the whole and teaches how this can be broken down into its component parts. Now coming to the basic lesson plan. 5 parts to the basic Orton Gillingham lesson plan. First point, a drill. Second point, letter formation. Third point, new concept. Fourth point, spelling, dictation. Fifth point, oral reading. Drill. So here we can take sounds or chords, both auditory and visual. Sound blending, that is auditory, visual. Sound dictation, that is auditory, kinesthetic. Auditory exercise, auditory discrimination and phonic segmentation. Letter formation. Teach cursive letter formation by families according to how letters are formed. New concept. Introduce the new phonogram and or introduce the new concept. That is example, syllable division rule. Spelling dictation. Dictate at least 10 words that fit the new concept or phonogram. Student says each individual sound simultaneously as he or she writes, then says the whole word. Dictate phrases consisting of known sounds only. Dictate sentences. Later, add capitals and punctuation. Oral reading. So here the 3 components are. The first one is the decoding. Reading material must be matched with the sequence of known sounds such as in controlled linguistic readers for successful practice. Comprehension. When decoding is somewhat smooth, comprehension quotients may be added. Silent reading. Never during time. Silent reading can be done in the classroom. So what are the metrics of multisensory learning programs? Let us see. The program is Orton Gillingham, alphabetic phonics, association method. So type intervention. In all aspect it is intervention. Preventive, so it is Orton Gillingham. So delivery, how we have to deliver the things, the subject matter, it's all individual in all 3 aspects. Whereas in Orton Gillingham, the delivery of the lesson is for small group, whereas in alphabetic phonics it is small group up to 10, and in association method it is similar to the Orton Gillingham, it is small group. So this is about multisensory learning programs 2. So it is somewhat the different is the language. The delivery of the teaching is should be the classroom consists of 1 to 20 members. Whereas in Lexia Harman mode it is individual and small group. Whereas in Rendemont Bell it is classroom in general. So this is again Project Red and Singerland and Sunday system. All here the delivery of the teaching in the Singerland is a classroom consists of 1 to 25. So this whereas program 4th the program here the starting over classification is the delivery of the teaching should be classroom of consists of 1 to 30. Whereas in classroom, the program fifth, which is Wilson Foundations and Wilson Reading. The derivative of the teaching should be classroom which consists of 1 to 15 members. So these are the references what are offered. I hope you all got the information, and thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.